Hello there, and
Hello.
there he is.
Hello.
Welcome to the Techie Talon Show, guys. My name's Techie.
And I'm Talon.
How are we going out there tonight?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Just
Yeah?
getting the whole setup going and get the funky lights going because I've been having too much fun with this new light of mine. As you can see, different colors.
Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world.
I love this. I love this light so much. In fact, I can just control it with my phone with a little control pad I got here. I can honestly just like change around all the colors I want, even between the show, which is also good. It's freaking good. It's a whole lot of fun.
It really is. Yeah. And why do you think I'm so obsessed with the smart home technology?
I don't blame you. I hope that red's not too much.
Look, if it starts to interfere at all, and I'm sure
I can just
people
switch it off to I can just put it on.
Let us know. We had a comment earlier from Laura saying, "Hello, it's been a hot minute since I've seen you guys. How you all doing?"
We're doing good. We're doing really good.
We're doing good. It has been a while that you've seen us. We did do a show last week. I've had personal stuff going on. You've been busy with TAFE.
I'm on my semester break. My last day tomorrow, so I'll be on break.
That's good.
But I still got housework. I still got housework. I still got stuff to do.
We always do.
We have a YouTube video from Alan Davis. It's a link.
Interesting. Let me have a look. Something might have just broken.
I've been busy with uni, but I'm on holidays now. Yay!
Woohoo!
Woohoo! I'm on holidays tomorrow. I have one more day, and I have to serve a politician tomorrow in my training restaurant. Don't worry, it's not a politician. They're part of a party that I actually like, but again, it's just customer service. I actually, regardless if it's a party I didn't like or a party I liked, it's customer service. I have to do it regardless. Part of my course. So I'm not going to be leaving there until at least 4 to 5 o'clock.
Yep.
I'm going to be tired. I'm going to be really tired, and it's going to be a hell of a day tomorrow. And I have to get up at 6:30 in the morning. So this is going to be fun.
It will be fun. You'll be right. Well, let's dive into this.
You got this, Alan. Yes, thank you, Laura. Thank you, I appreciate it.
We got some breaking news this morning. We're going to hit it right off the bat. We got some set photo leaks from Indiana Jones 5.
Yeah, you showed me them this morning on Messenger. Luckily, I had only just walked into class and I managed to look at them, and I'm like, what is going on here? That's what's got me curious, because I thought like we were past what we saw in the photos. So, Techie, if you want to put photos up on the screen share, we can actually show what they are, because I know you're a huge Indiana Jones fan. I'm a huge Indiana Jones fan. I love Indy, and I'm curious to dive into this. So these are set photos.
I will also, before we do anything, we'll also add the spoilers section, because these are set photos. There are some stuff that you might count as a spoiler, one that we'll get to very shortly.
Mm-hmm.
So for people that are just listening to us, sorry, but you can look these up. These are now officially online everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere, which is crazy. So these are set photos from Indiana Jones 5, and it's gone back to Nazis.
Yeah, we got the Nazis.
Yeah, we got the Nazis back. I thought they were done.
I made a post earlier on, this morning, on my Facebook, and it said, "It's official. We have Nazis back in Indiana Jones 5." And somebody's like, "There's been Nazis in all the Indy movies." Well, I'm like, "No, there hasn't.
No,
Number four was Russians."
Yeah, the one we don't speak of had Russians, and Temple of Doom didn't even have them as well.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, not a lot of people know it. That that Temple of Doom is a prequel to fucking Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah, it is.
Not a lot of people know that. That's the thing I have to say here. if you have thinking that you watch the Raiders of the Lost Ark and you think that Temple of Doom is a sequel, it actually isn't. It's a prequel to the Raiders of the Lost Ark. So technically, Temple of Doom is first, then you got Raiders of the Lost Ark, and then you can watch The Last Crusade.
And if you really want to put yourself through that torture, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Kingdom of the Crystal Shitfest. Oh god, it was terrible. Anyway,
I mean, the beginning was great.
The beginning was great. It started to get confusing with the fucking alien stuff, which I hated. I didn't like that.
Not really, no. Not only that, but him surviving a nuclear blast in the lead fridge.
How the hell did he survive that? Come on.
Who knows? But yeah,
I'm excited for this one because it's not being directed by Steven Spielberg. It's being directed by James Mangold. It's director of Logan, and that gets me excited even more because could this be Indy's swan song? Perhaps, maybe it could be. I mean,
it could be.
He's been fighting Nazis for nearly all of the films, minus the two that we just said, minus Temple of Doom and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. And,
so I'm going to go through these now.
Yeah, let's go.
And then what we're going to do is then we're going to break it down, try and figure out what is going on.
So obviously they've gone out the back of Woolworths and took some packing containers and put Nazi symbolism on because that's what it kind of looks like to me. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Okay, so first and foremost, we got a train carriage with the SS symbol on the side of it. It's got that really horrible green. Oh god, that's green. All right, so what else we got? Let's go next. Who is that?
This person here, I'm just assuming is a worker.
Obviously, but what the hell is he carrying?
What's he carrying, you say? All right, so this is what I mean by spoilers.
Yeah, what do you think what is that? What is he carrying?
That's a face mask.
Yeah, it's a face mask.
Because if you have a look here, does that look like young Indy to you?
That is a young Indiana. What is happening here? Are they going back in time or something like that, or back in the past? Is this like do we even have a plot at all yet?
No.
We got no plot.
We got no plot.
I'm sorry, that's still freaky though. Just having a young Harrison Ford mask. You reckon they're going to do like what they did in Star Wars, perhaps?
They might.
I mean,
but what I'm thinking, as somebody else in my comment section today too, on my regular page, on my personal page, said today is that they reckon it's probably just going to be a flashback scene.
Yeah, I mean, it's something maybe in the past that Indy dealt with the Nazis because there was a lot of wasn't there a huge gap between Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade? There's a huge gap between them.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, there was not a lot of details known about what he was doing. And honestly, I am keen to see where they go with it. I'm just going to change the color to something a bit more polite because that stupid freaking color change was annoying the hell out of me. Anyway, so what I think is happening is that obviously it's a flashback to something that he dealt with the Nazis. Maybe he came across. Well, we know for a fact that the villain is Mads Mikkelsen. He's been cast in this movie. Remember, we talked about it last time.
Yes. Yeah.
So obviously he's got history with Mads Mikkelsen's character. I'm interested to see who it is, and could it be repercussions maybe that he had with the Ark of the Covenant, perhaps?
Yeah, it could very well be.
I mean, that was the first thing he ever dealt with. And especially the fact is that it was one of the artifacts that was taken back to the warehouse and it's locked away there still. I mean, we see it in the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. So maybe perhaps Mads Mikkelsen's character is going after it. But then again, no, I don't know if they would retread on the Lost Ark because, again, they've done it before.
Yeah, I mean, they hinted at it in Indy 4.
In the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, they did, yeah. So that's the thing, guys, you have to understand, we will reference Kingdom of the Crystal Skull a lot, but fair to say we don't like that film. In fact, me and Techie, we do not like Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. We like the first part because that felt like Indiana Jones, like the whole warehouse escape part. But where it started to lose me is the fact is that he had that He survived a nuclear explosion inside a lead fridge that got flew nearly like how far? Like miles.
Oh, miles, yeah.
He should have been like paced inside that lead fridge, but he just rolled out like nothing happened. I'm like, what? But then it started to die on me when they introduced Shia LaBeouf's character, and then they do this. It started to die on me.
I mean, look, I enjoyed seeing what's her name?
Marion
Marion, yeah.
Marion again. I enjoyed
Love seeing Marion back.
But yeah, that's another discussion. We'll probably do an episode of The Rip about the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, probably sometime this month, seeing how our schedules go. But anyway, like I said, obviously we've got a couple more screenshots here. Do we, Tony?
We do. Yes, we do.
The mask scene kind of freaks me out a little bit because it just looks like it just looks creepy. But they probably use like for motion capture. Now,
I can't really see it because it was also a blurry photo when I got it because somebody's using a big lens and it's just gotten distorted. I don't know. It's a symbol of some sort though. I really wish I got a clearer shot at that.
Yeah. I guess we'll find
obviously, I'm assuming this here
that's gonna be Harrison.
That has to be Harrison putting on the mask.
Because again, do you need like you got to have the body of Harrison Ford. You can't just have another random stunt actor.
I mean, you could. Hence why the mask.
He probably would do like the stand-ins and stuff like that, and he'd just wear the mask. That'd be fine. But we'll have to wait and see. So what else we got? A lot of field shots. Like they'd have to film this in very strict COVID protocols, like restrictions and that. So obviously they're out in the countryside. So I'm going to assume Germany in the movie, Germany. So this is going to take place like probably, if this takes in a flashback, do you reckon it's like 1945 or 47 perhaps? Like it could be.
I reckon it's probably somewhere between Raiders.
Yeah, honestly, I think so. It wouldn't be after the Last Crusade because again, a lot of the Nazi the World War II, the war was ending towards the end of the Last Crusade.
It could be between Raiders, or it could be before Raiders.
That would be interesting. So there's a flashback sequence where it kind of shows a lot of stuff that happened before Raiders, and then we go towards the future in that where he's kind of the repercussions of whatever happened in the past is coming up with him. Yeah. Let's go on. So we've got the train and that, we've got the thing. Now this one's here. There's a lot of
showing the vehicles.
Yeah, some of the vehicles. That motorcycle looks very familiar. It looks like the same one they used in Last Crusade.
It does.
Yeah. Maybe they're gonna do a little tribute to Sean Connery because he was a big part of the Last Crusade, I think. I really hope they do.
It could be.
I mean, he's a huge part of the franchise because honestly, it's Indy's dad.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so what else we got?
There you go.
Yeah, that looks just like the motorcycle. It looks really good with the sidecar as well. It looks like they're filming on the Batman set. A little bit.
It could be.
We're just borrowed it.
And then we've got the Nazi train.
Yeah, we got a Nazi train. Are we going to get like a train sequence? I really hope we do.
I mean, I'm assuming so. It looks like it. This is a train. We've got a carriage.
We've never had a train sequence in any of the indie movies before, have we?
I thought we have.
No, we never have. We've only had like a type of. We've never had a train sequence in any of the indie films. I want one on the scale of Uncharted 2. You know how much I love the train sequence in Uncharted 2. I want stuff.
You just know how much I love Uncharted in general.
Yeah. Meaning, I hope we do something like that in the Uncharted film, but we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that another time when they release some more stuff about Uncharted. But anyway, This is really cool. I'm keen to see how they film this sequence. Obviously, I've wanted a train sequence in an Indiana Jones movie for a long time, and this will be cool. Well, actually, no, I lie. There has been a train sequence in The Last Crusade with young Indiana Jones, the circus one.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I believe we have that one. We have had one.
Yeah, but nothing with adult Indy before. Nothing with adult. We've only done young one with River Phoenix. Rest in peace, River Phoenix.
I still have not watched that.
What the
young Indy? Yeah, I haven't watched it.
Yeah, there was wasn't it like a TV series?
It was a series, yeah.
How long did it go for? Only one season, didn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, let me look that up. Hang on, I'm gonna look it up. Give me a second. I'm just gonna check.
Yeah, I'm already on it.
Yeah.
It was the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles. It lasted 2 seasons.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
And you can buy it on Amazon.
Huh.
It lasted from 1992 to 1993.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good. That's it. So, majority of the cast of The Last Crusade are still around. Of course, 2 of them are passed. Sean Connery is gone. River Phoenix is gone. I don't. Where Delholm Elliott? Oh no, the guy that played Marcus Brody, he's gone now. He died. He died in 1992.
Mm.
Jeez, what did he pass away from? Oh, he died from AIDS. AIDS-related tuberculosis. That is a bad name. Huh. He was diagnosed with HIV in 1987, and he died from AIDS-related tuberculosis in Santa Hilaria des Riu in Ibiza, Spain. Man, what a damn shame. I would have loved to see more of Marcus Brody, but unfortunately, that's not going to happen because he died in 1992. But no, honestly, I'm keen to see more. Have we got any more images, or is that the last one?
That's the last one.
Okay, so obviously, that's first time seeing some set photos from Indiana Jones 5, but we don't have the title for it yet. It's just
it's just still Indy 5 at the moment.
What do you think could be the title? Like, got any ideas? I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Return of the Nazis.
That just sounds like a Star Wars title.
Am I wrong though? It's Lucasfilm.
Indiana Jones: Return of Han Solo. Or just call it Indy. Kind of like how they had with Solo. You can just have Indy. That's it. That's the name of it.
Indiana Jones 5 and crashing into a golf field with a plane.
Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull 2. Ah!
No. I really couldn't tell you what the title will be, but I'm very intrigued, and I reckon as soon as we find out what the title is, we can kind of put some pieces together.
I'm keen to see what the title is.
I love this type of stuff. I'm currently reading Matthew Riley's. Is it the 7 Ancient? Hang on.
What is it?
7 Ancient Wonders. I'm reading that book at the moment. Matthew Riley's 7 Ancient Wonders.
No wonder you connect with Indiana Jones a lot. You're both into archaeology. Pretty soon you're going to be getting a full whip and a hat and pretty much go around the world beating up Nazis.
I'll either wear the hat and beating up Nazis, or I'll just wear my Nathan Drake cosplay.
Yeah, but then you got to get beat up freaking mercenaries, and they're more tough to deal with.
Yeah. At least I'll look cool.
Hey, nothing wrong with Indiana Jones style.
No, nothing wrong. Nothing is wrong with Indiana Jones style, but it's easier to get Nathan Drake's costume.
I would be a little worried if you decided to try and I'll be a little worried to try to do like Lara Croft's setup because yeah.
I was doing a gender bend cosplay of Lara Croft at one point, but didn't finish it.
All right, so let's move on.
Anyway, we're going to move on.
You could talk about Indiana Jones all day. I know you could.
I really could. But we also have another T. So this is going into our next topic.
Back into the DC universe.
No, it's not the DC universe.
Oh, where are we going to now? What universe are we off to?
We are off to the MCU. Well, we're hoping the MCU.
Yes.
So this has dropped today from Ryan Reynolds on his Instagram.
Yes. I'm excited because Ryan Reynolds dropped this on his Instagram. He's the return of Deadpool.
He's gearing up to get ready for Deadpool 3 by the looks of that.
I just I love about that photo. It just looks like he went to like Zing or like any pop culture store and just bought the talking Deadpool head and just put it in his bag, but it's actually the Deadpool mask because of the colorization of it. I would laugh. I would laugh my head off so much if we bought that head. I mean, come on, it's perfect. He'd have a conversation with himself.
Right? It would be so good.
So
no, to me, it looks like Deadpool's decapitated. Is chopped off his head, and he's just stuffed himself into a bag.
It obviously shows that the Deadpool mask is not like just like a kind of like a cloth-like mask. It's actually a form-fitted mask.
Like a helmet type thing, yeah.
Like a helmet type of thing. Obviously, he's got like a face shell in there, perhaps, maybe.
Yeah.
I would think so. And the lenses, I know the lenses are removable. I know those lenses.
Yeah, they are there. They are, yeah.
Which is cool because that would mean it'd be easy enough for the costume. I just love learning about in the first movie after he filmed it. He just walked off set with the costume.
That was like Benedict Cumberbatch with Doctor Strange.
Yeah, he went to a comic book store in costume.
Yeah.
On the first film. He just, because he needed comics because he wanted to study about the character. I just really love that. Though, when Ben Affleck tried to take the costume, they wanted $250,000.
I'm sure he could afford that, though.
Yeah, but he didn't want to spend like $250,000 on a Batman costume. But again,
why not?
I would have loved him to take it. Like he got to borrow it for his kid's birthday party. But that's DC Universe. We'll get into that soon. But yes, no, I'm keen to see what he's up to, and I'm keen to know, like, where's he going to tie in? Because we haven't got any announcements for his movies yet, have we?
Yeah, no, we've had a Deadpool 3 announcement. We have got it announced that I'm pretty sure it's going to be R18 still.
Yeah, and it's in the MCU now because Disney owns Fox now.
Yes.
So how they're going to do it, I really hope that, we get...
Okay, so Kevin Feige has confirmed that Deadpool 3 is the only R-rated MCU project in development, which will avoid a common superhero movie mistake. Kevin Feige, the mastermind behind the MCU, has confirmed that an R-rated Deadpool 3 set in the MCU is in development.
Which is going to be the very first time that an actual chronologically locked in MCU movie is going to be rated R.
Not just that, Disney's
never done R-rated before. They have Star there, but that's not actually films made by them. This is a movie made by them that's actually R-rated.
Exactly.
And I honestly really love that. I really love how Kevin Feige is willing, like Disney and Kevin Feige are willing to accept Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool being R-rated. I don't think the film would have worked if it wasn't R-rated.
I mean, look, it could have worked. I really enjoyed
Once Upon a Deadpool.
Yeah, Once Upon a Deadpool. I really enjoyed it. It was still good. But it has to be R-rated.
It has to be because the other two are R-rated, and because Deadpool doesn't work without having Deadpool doesn't work with a filter. He doesn't.
No.
He can't just filter. It's a merc with a mouth. He's gonna swear. He's literally gonna tell how he feels, and he literally has potty mouth humor that is so horrendously horrible. He needs that rating so he doesn't have to say crappy lines or avoid swearing. And like most people are like, oh, our ratings don't work at all movies. That is true, but it worked for Deadpool. It worked the first 2 times. It'll work the 3rd time. I don't know who's directing it, though. I have no idea who the director is.
Yeah, no, we haven't heard anything yet about a director yet.
Is it the original director of Deadpool? Because I know he didn't come back. The original director of Deadpool did not return. They had a different director.
Did they?
Yes. Give me a second.
That's right, they did too.
I Google. Who was the director of Deadpool 2?
Deadpool 2 was directed by David Leitch.
David Leitch. And who was the director? Who was it?
Deadpool was directed by Tim Miller.
Yeah, Tim Miller was the oh yeah. Sorry. Deadpool was directed by Tim Miller.
Yep.
He
directed,
right.
Now,
he directed yeah, and I hope either one of those directors come back. I really hope Tim Miller comes back because he brought Deadpool to the cinema alongside Ryan Reynolds, who produced it as well. Because the script was written by by Ryan Reynolds. He wrote the script. I believe he did.
Now, I don't think we'll see TJ Miller back.
No, because he's in trouble at the moment, isn't he?
Yes, I believe he is. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not good. It's actually really, really bad.
Mm.
Yeah. So TJ Miller, he's in a massive amount of trouble at the moment. Hang on, let me check. I'm just gonna check his Wikipedia. And he's in a controversy at the moment. He's got legal disputes. So he's got sexual assault allegations. He's got a lot. He was arrested in 2018, and he's got work misconduct accusations. And it sucks because I really liked him in Deadpool 1 and 2. He sexually assaulted his college girlfriend in 2017, and he was arrested at the LaGuardia airport and accused of calling in a fake bomb threat from an Amtrak train. He's now
who I reckon they could recast as that character and you wouldn't know?
Who?
John Heder.
That would be great. He could really work well. I mean, they've done recastings before, so
he looks like TJ Miller sometimes, and him as Weasel, he sounds like him too. Think about it. TJ Miller's Weasel sounded like Napoleon Dynamite.
Exactly. Yeah, he did. So who we got for So it was. Oh, okay. So
as far as I'm aware, Domino is not in it.
Yeah, we don't know about Domino yet. I really hope that we get.
No, I'm pretty sure she said she hasn't heard anything to do with Deadpool 3.
I hope she does. I do hope we get Brianna Hildebrand back. I want Negasonic Teenage Warhead again. I love her. She was so good. She was a big part of the first movie, and she had a really good part. Though I know for a fact there was one person who was in the first one that I know will not return. That's Gina Carano. She's not coming back.
No, what happened to her character at the end of the first movie? Actually, I can't remember.
I think she got arrested.
I can't remember what happened.
I can't remember. So just saying before how I said about it was written by the first Deadpool movie was written by Ryan Reynolds. That's actually not true. It was actually written by Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick, but it was produced by Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan had a hand in the writing, though.
No, didn't say he didn't write the script. He didn't
write it, but I reckon he had a little bit of a hand.
Of course, yeah, of course. It made its budget was $58 million. It made $782.6 million at the box office. That's a lot of money. And the second movie. Actually, it's kind of sad that the second movie is actually doing good on Rotten Tomatoes. It's 84%. So the second movie was okay. So the second movie actually was written by Ryan Reynolds. So Ryan Reynolds wrote the second one. He produced it as well. He also So he produced and helped write Deadpool 2. How much was the budget? Jesus, the budget.
Yeah, they got a bit more of budget.
$110 million. Yeah, $110 million for the second movie, and then it made back $785.8 million at the box office, and that's worldwide.
Yeah,
and the cool thing about now with Deadpool 3 is it's going to be in the MCU, and that means one thing:
cameos.
He's going to tie into other characters. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Can you imagine?
Do you reckon it could be a Deadpool kills the MCU?
Oh, I don't know if they would ever do that. I mean, I know that comic book you're talking about, but I doubt they would ever do that. I doubt they can...
Because they can easily say it's not canon.
No. I dead set don't think they could do that because I think that would be blowing the line. So let's talk about Deadpool 3. So let's see any teasers about it. Hang on. So Deadpool 3.
That's the only teaser.
In March 2017, Reese said that the future film focused on X-Force will be separate from Deadpool 3. So I think we're able to take two paths. X-Force is where we're launching something bigger, but then Deadpool 3 is where we're contracting and staying personal and small. After the acquisition of Fox by Disney was announced in December 2017 and completed in March 2019, Bob Iger said that Deadpool and other Marvel properties at Fox will be integrated with the Marvel Cinematic Universe under Disney Marvel Studios. In December 2019, Reynolds confirmed that a third Deadpool film was in development at Marvel Studios. Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige confirmed in January 2021 that the third Deadpool movie film would take place in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So you were right about that, and it's going to be rated R, and I cannot wait.
I can't wait either.
I can't wait to what they're doing and who characters are going to introduce, because that would mean that the X-Men. Do you reckon they're going to introduce X-Men in Deadpool 3?
I don't know. They might just all be boners.
Probably. All right, let's move on, because we spent quite a lot of time talking about Deadpool 2. We do that. We really do. All right, so what do we got next? Which universe are we going to dive into? Are we staying in this one?
We are. Do you want to go into another one, or do you want to go into the other universe with the other teas that dropped this week?
Is that involving a?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, please. I really want to, because I need to. I need to get off my chest, because you know how much I love this version.
All right. So The Flash this week, and not the TV show, the movie. They kind of head on. There you go. You're back. The director tweeted out a little tease to a certain Batman. I'm not going to mention who the Batman is, because I'm
kidding.
I'm just going to put up the image.
Please do.
And there he is. And there it is.
And it's not the 89 suit, it's the 1992 suit. It's a Batman return suit, which is the last suit we ever saw Keaton wear. And I'm excited for it, because
what about the blood droplets on it too?
I don't know what they're doing here. I don't know what the tease is, but obviously the
suit looks upgraded for sure.
Looks upgraded. Like the symbol, like I'm just gonna go look at the 1992 suit. Let's go look at the 1992 bat suit and get a good look at what the suit looked like. Obviously, it has changed a lot. Like, for instance, I've noticed on this one, the symbol looks a bit more metallic.
Yeah, it does. Hey.
Yeah, in the original, I'm looking at it, like the original 1992 suit. Mind you, I love the 89 suit, but the 1992 suit it looks a lot better. It looks more sleek, it looks more armored, and it really is a good suit. And I really wish Keaton would have stayed on after the second movie, but I'm glad he did. I can understand why he would want to move on. But no, I love it. To say I'm excited, that is an understatement. That is a real big understatement. I'm so excited for this, because
now I'm wondering, they announced as well a new Batman animated series.
Yeah, I know.
From the original Batman the Animated Series creators. So my question, because that was kind of a continuation of the Tim Burton legacy. That's that show. So my question is, do you reckon this new Batman series might be taking place again with this Batman?
Oh, I hope so. I really do. I really, really do, because oh man, sorry. My nostalgia for
the animated series
Batman is so high, because he was the only actor when he was cast, just like with Heath Ledger, just like with Ben Affleck, and now just like with Robert Pattinson. All these actors were so tormented and so criticized for being cast as Batman or the Joker. And I remember reading old comments, like newspaper articles and that, saying Michael Keaton is Batman. What the hell is wrong with you? And now we all praise him for Batman. Also, I love whenever he's doing like press conferences or shit like that, especially when he's on the set of Spider-Man Homecoming. He literally just kept saying to Tom Holland, I'm Batman. I'm like,
my favorite thing with Michael Keaton was when he was at like
for graduation.
Yeah, at the graduation, and he finished his speech, and he goes, "By the way,
I got 2 words for you.
I'm Batman."
And these 2 words are, "I'm Batman." I'm like, that's perfect. Batman.
He is.
He's legitimately is Batman. And I'm like, I don't think, like, everyone's like, oh, Christian Bale was the best Batman. Yeah, he was good for that version of Batman. But
look, you know how much of a fan I am of Batman.
I know you are the biggest.
Look at my car.
Yeah, I know. I've seen your car. You're the biggest fan of Batman. I love Batman too.
But I did not. And I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for it, but I did not like Christian Bale.
You didn't like Christian Bale's Batman? Did you find it?
I liked his Bruce Wayne. Did not like his Batman.
I think there's, I think when it comes to Batman, everyone has their likes. I personally liked Christian Bale. I really love like most people are like, oh, The Dark Knight, The Dark Knight. I'm like, The Dark Knight is great.
It's a great movie. I give him that. They were fantastic movies, but for me, I didn't like him as Batman. I liked him as Bruce, but I didn't like him as Batman.
Yeah,
and most of it had to do with the voice more than anything.
Who's your ideal Batman? Who is your ideal Batman?
Honestly, it has been Ben Affleck. I have loved his Batman because it is that dark, brooding old man Batman, which we all love. We love the Dark Knight Returns series. It's the most beloved comic series of Batman.
Comic book. It's one of the best, alongside many of the Batman comics. But it's one
now,
of my favorites.
Are you talking about live action, or are you talking in general?
In general, I love that comic. I love the animated movie they did for it because they did it in 2 parts. It worked. It flowed really nicely. I loved how in that first part, in the animated movie that they did for Batman, The Dark Knight Returns, I loved how you see Batman, try to go back to the old ways or what he used to do. He put on his blue suit. He went out there, but he realized that, remember when he got into the first fight with the mutant leader? That mutant leader really killed him. Yeah. Because he tried to beat him. He tried to beat him in the old ways, but he's not a young man anymore. He's an old man. And that guy Batman tried to beat him on his own turf, and it backfired him. And that's why I think I like with the second half, when he changes his suit to wear that iconic red and gray suit. And he realized that he has to be smart, he has to be tactical. And he takes him on that mud pit and just sables it. He doesn't just beat the living shit out of him. He destroys him and dismantles him piece by piece. And I love what he said in that movie. It's like, this isn't a mud pit. This is an operating table, and I'm the surgeon. I'm like, holy shit.
So my favorite Batman is like live action. I have loved Ben Affleck's.
And you're a big Adam West fan as well.
I'm a huge Adam West fan.
I know you are. I love Adam West. Actually, surprisingly, when I was at DVD King a few days ago, you could buy there for $30.
What can you buy for $30?
There's a Michael Keaton Batarang replica there.
For $30?
Uh-huh.
Shit.
It's a foldable one. It's the foldable one he uses in the 89 film.
That's sick.
I want to go get it. I almost did, but I'm like, I don't need it at the moment, but it's there. There is one bat suit that I've always wanted to try to do, and it's the 89 suit. I've always loved the 89 suit, but I know how difficult it is to put that damn suit together. There's so many terrible.
We know a couple of people that have got that suit.
Oh man, I'd love to do that suit. But
animated wise for me, Kevin Conroy.
Yeah, Kevin Conroy was like the best. You can't think of Batman. It's ending with Mark Hamill. He's Joker.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you can't have his Batman without Mark Hamill.
No, you can't. And I hope that Conroy comes back for this new series of Bruce Timm. I really do. I loved I loved what they did with the Justice League Dark, War of Apocalypse, how they ended that universe and are doing something.
We're going off a tangent here, but did you watch? Have you seen Batman Gotham by Gaslight yet?
I have. It's okay, but
do you expect that ending? Do you expect spoilers? Do you expect Gordon to be Jack the Ripper?
Was a shocker. That was a huge shocker. He turned into Gordon turned out to be the freaking
bad guy.
Yeah, Jack the Ripper.
That I was like, whoa, what the fuck? That's off guard.
That's actually cool because then it's a different universe entirely. So that would make sense of him.
I still want that video game.
I really do.
Because we had the leaked footage of it and everything, and it looked so good. Anyway, so Michael Keaton officially back in the Flash movie, which I cannot wait for.
Yeah.
But we're going to move over to something a little bit different. We've got a trailer for iCarly.
Yeah, I watched it, and I've never watched iCarly before. I kind of want to watch this.
Do it. I'm surprised you haven't watched iCarly before.
I'm surprised I actually haven't watched it either.
It's on Stan.
It's on Stan?
Before it probably get moved to Paramount Plus when we get it in August. But yeah, if you want to go watch it before the new show. But yeah, what did you think of the trailer overall?
I didn't mind the trailer. Though I really hope they explain the absence of the absence of Sam. I know they do. I am offended. Oh my god, Laura's like, how have you not watched iCarly, Tyler? I'm offended. I'm sorry, I haven't watched it. Isn't it on Disney Plus? Oh, no, it's a Nickelodeon series.
No, it's Nickelodeon series.
I'm sorry. I never watched it when I was younger. God, I hate really saying that when I was younger. God.
Now,
I never watched it.
I really like the trailer. And
you really like iCarly. You really like
it. I grew up with iCarly. I loved that show. Still do. Still holds up. But you were saying that you hope that they explain Sam's absence.
Yeah, I know they will because you sent me a full disappointment. I'm sorry. I haven't got Stan at the moment, but when I do get Stan, when I get money, I will get it and I will watch it. How many seasons of iCarly is there?
I think there was like 6 or 7.
That's not too bad. I know for a fact that my friend wants me to get into Critical Role, and I'm like, there's so many hours of Critical Role I have to sit through. But I really do want to watch Critical Role.
Yeah. But Miranda Cosgrove came out. She was speaking to ET, not Home Phone ET, but the Entertainment Tonight.
You really had to explain. I would have just kept rolling with that, not need to explain it. Like, she was speaking to ET, she flew off into space and spoke to an alien. Hey.
She phoned home.
Oh, God. All right.
But no, she was speaking to Entertainment Tonight, and she said that it will be addressed in the first episode. It wasn't just her, but Jerry and Nathan also said, it will be addressed in the first episode.
I honestly would have liked the actor that plays Sam to come back, but honestly, we talked about that, how she wants really nothing to do with the show. She's quit acting. She doesn't really act anymore.
No. She's more behind the lens now, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, which is understandable, because again, iCarly ended a long time ago. This is like 2000, like 6? 5?
No, dude, no. iCarly's last date, I think, was 2012.
Yeah, 2012. Yeah, I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, 23rd of November, 2012.
Wow. When did it start? Like, was it like 2000? Or like 2000? Or was it like 2000
2007.
2007. Wow, it ran for a long time.
Yeah, it did.
I think Laura's disappointed in me that I haven't watched iCarly. I am sorry that I have not watched iCarly, but it wasn't on my. I didn't have access to iCarly when I was younger.
No, look, I really enjoyed the trailer. I really like that they're sticking to its roots.
Yeah,
they also adding new elements to it.
Yeah,
they're going for the more adult look for the show now, but they are keeping it true for the fans.
Of course,
I really like that,
because it's been how long since it's been since the last episode of
it'll be 10 It'll be 10 years next year.
Yeah, 10 years. And like the fact that they didn't like I loved in the trailer how, you know, when they filmed the last episode, they're like, we'll be back soon. 10 years later.
10 years later.
Oh,
What people are really surprised with is Spencer saying damn it, because that wasn't in the original show.
No, it wasn't. They never allowed any swearing. So obviously they really are making it for adults, especially for fans.
Yeah.
Because
Well, not only that, but, you know, they're now drinking beer on the show.
yeah, I noticed that. I saw that. I was like, that's that beer? They fucking drinking beer. It's obviously not a children's show anymore.
No, it really isn't. You know, but it's there for new fans to come in and you know, watch. But it's for us. It's for the old fans.
Watch us do drugs in the corner, kids. Fucking do. Spencer. iCarly comes home. Spencer's like just sitting in the corner, smoking a joint.
Mm-hmm. Leave it all to me.
Oh God. iCarly comes home from work, just grabs a beer out of the fridge. Oh, let's do my show. iCarly, when she's now 35. No, honestly, I like the trailer. It's funny. They probably designed it for the fans who grew up with her, who are now in their 20s.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, they had an interview as well, and they they pretty much said that they've designed the show for us who have grown up with it. So I am really excited. It actually starts this month.
Really? I thought
yeah.
So they finished production.
They finished production. We've got a trailer. It comes out this month. We got an announcement. We spoke about it last week, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We did too, yeah. Sorry, I've been busy all week. Leave me alone.
It comes out June 17th.
June 17th?
So I don't know who's getting it here, if we're getting it at the same time, or we're gonna have to wait till August to watch it. Legally.
All right, so let's move on.
We are going to move on. So we're going to move on, and we I didn't think this was ever going to happen, this movie.
Oh no. Is this what I think it is?
Supposedly we're getting a Wedding Crashers 2. It starts filming this summer.
Why? I've seen the original. I
love the original.
I found it funny, but it's one of those movies that I don't think it needs a sequel.
No, it doesn't need a sequel. I don't know why we're getting a sequel.
And
that, honestly, hearing that it's filming,
he's not getting enough money in the MCU, so he's making a sequel with Vince Vaughn. Are we going to get a cameo from Tom Hiddleston? Oh God, I don't know how the hell
Ben Stiller
to. Oh God. God, it's not, and then it just when the movie releases, like it's not Wedding Crashers 2, it's Zoolander 3.
It's Zoolander 3
with Vince Vaughn. Fucking Will Ferrell just pops out going as we got to.
It's Zoolander 3 crossed with.
Oh, Laura just put a comment there. Just a bit of one. There's been a teaser poster for the Netflix Witcher 2. I have seen it.
Know that. I have not.
Yeah, I forgot to fucking share it with you. I saw it on Twitter a bunch of times. It's for season 2. It looks really cool. Just a bit of breaking news. Where's our little font for the breaking news? I'm not sure if it's legit or not. Ooh. Well, we'll have to wait and see.
It's
but
coming from it's coming from the Witches. It's coming from the Witches Twitter.
Yeah, is it there? Is it tagged? Is it got?
It hasn't got it. No, it's coming from the Witch TV. Sebastian, I'm not sure if this is it. Show me.
I'm gonna check.
Send it through my Facebook first.
I've got nothing on their official Twitter page, so we don't know if it's legit or not. But I'm gonna check.
It looks legit though.
Let me check. Teaser poster. We're just going to do a little checking at the moment, see if we can find anything. We don't know if it's legit or not. We're hoping it is. I really hope it is. That'd be really cool.
Look, I'm going to share what I'm seeing anyway. So take it with a grain of salt. All it says in the caption is coming soon. No, you're good, Laura. Don't worry.
Good. Seriously, it's
fine. While you have the breaking news caption all prepared.
I'm just checking some websites. I don't know. Look, I don't know if it's true or not.
Look, we don't know if this is true.
Is this the one you were talking about with Geralt?
Yeah, I'm just about to share.
Yeah.
Look, so we're not sure if this is true, but
we don't know if it's true or not.
But this is what it's coming up with.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true or not. It could be, it could not be, but like honestly, I'm not too sure. And honestly, it kind of looks like they put two photos together because that photo on the right there looks like a set photo of Siri.
But it also looks really polished, though.
Yeah, so I guess we'll have to wait and see. We do not know if this is legit or not. We'll have to wait and see. All right.
We'll keep you posted. Well, while we're on the talk of The Witcher, then.
Yeah, we've got to talk about a build that has been come across.
Yeah, so we are supposedly getting a Witcher 4. And it's being currently built.
Is it built by CD Projekt Red? Absolutely. They're the owners of the franchise. Obviously. I'm really keen to see how it goes.
I will read you the article. Just give me 1 second.
Laura's like, oh, whoa. Yeah, so supposedly we are getting a Witcher 4 by CD Projekt Red, the creators of The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt, which is by far still the greatest game they've ever made. It's by far one of the best RPGs. I don't care whoever argues.
Story,
gameplay, combat.
So, look, I've got it up here. So the news about plans was confirmed during a teleconference for investors and analyst Adam Kinetsky, president, and I can't even announce them, but also the financial director. In 2022, CD Projekt Red will begin full-scale work on a new AAA game, but already a third of the company is working on unannounced titles. We cannot currently talk about full work, and this is pre-production, but CD Projekt Red develops completely new adventures from the AAA segment. These will not be smaller items like Gwent or the mobile The Witcher Monster Slayer.
This is going to be The Witcher 4. We know it is. It has to be, because we know for a fact that CD Projekt Red needs to pull something out of their arse right now because they are dealing with another game that we're going to get into pretty soon that I hate talking about because I'm so disappointed by it. But also, look, okay, before I say it, the universe of the next game we're going to talk about, I love the universe. I just was really let down by the game. But yeah, back to what we're saying. It has to be The Witcher.
It also says here, considering the recently disclosed plans to focus on two IPs, The Witcher and Cyberpunk, we can confidently suspect that the authors have already started preliminary work on the project from the end. How do you pronounce his name, the original creator?
Oh, God, don't get me started on that. I cannot pronounce his name.
But from him, this does not mean, however, that we can count on a quick presentation, not even to mention the premiere.
Yeah, because they can't talk about it yet because it probably for legal discussions, they are still building it, and we don't know if it is going to be like. For me, it really has to be The Witcher. It really has to be a Witcher game. It could be a spin-off. It could be a sequel to 4. It could be a sequel to 3. So they did say that we're not going to do a sequel to 3. I call bull on that. It's one of the biggest franchises they've ever done. They wouldn't just end it right there. They would make more because it's Geralt. It's Geralt of Rivia. It's The Witcher.
It's the biggest game they've ever had. No way in hell. If they stop any company, if they go, okay, this is the last of it, when the other two games weren't selling that big.
Exactly.
Right?
Except
and you get the biggest game.
Number 3 is still selling. Yeah. It's still selling.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You know, you've got the other two games, the first two that weren't selling that well,
the first Witcher game they released by CD Projekt Red, it is dated by many years, especially that Witcher 2.
It's not bad.
Assassin of
It's
Kings
not bad.
is pretty good.
It's good, but
Witcher 3,
it wasn't as good as what Witcher 3 is. You know,
Witcher
but
3
now
was-
this is what you want to do as any company that owns the property, right? You look at it. The book sales since the series is, since
it's
the game,
skyrocketed. It's
the
skyrocketed
game Witcher
more
3
than-
came out,
Yeah.
the book series started to gain traction.
and
Then the TV shows come out, and now that's skyrocketed. Why wouldn't you want to jump on it?
Mm-hmm. And honestly, I really hope this, that if they continue on the story of Geralt in the game, that for DLC, you give us the Netflix armor. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see
Not
that.
only that, you can also like have a whole skin of doing like playing as Henry Cavill too. That would be cool.
Kind of like what they did with Spider-Man with the Raimi suit and the Garfield suit.
Yeah,
that's really cool. That's it.
It would be cool if they do that.
Yeah, I think it would be really cool if they did that. Yeah.
All
right.
Let's.
Are you up for a 5-minute break?
I was just gonna say we'll talk one more thing and then we'll.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Thor: Love and Thunder is finished filming. It's wrapped.
Freaking Chris Hemsworth's photo on Instagram. My God. Literally, my God. Christ, he has put on a lot of muscle.
Hasn't he?
Dude, he's bigger than Evans was when he was at the peak of his physicality for Captain America.
Exactly. I'm still in. Natalie Portman looks fucking ripped too.
I know. I'm keen to see her as Thor, and I really hope that they do well with her costume. They have been nailing it with the costumes for the new characters, like Scarlet Witch, Captain America, Loki in the trailers. Who else have we had? We've had she was in Scarlet Witch. Rambo or something like that. I forgot.
Oh yeah.
Her costume was awesome, but it's not her official costume. We'll see more of her costume in the Marvels, which is going to be cool. I'm keen to see that one. But I don't know. I'm excited because I loved what he was wearing, and we've got the long hair back. It's not the short hair. We've got the long hair back, and it's not Fat Thor. Even though
I'm very intrigued with it because last we saw Thor, he was with the Guardians.
I think he still is with the Guardians because there was another set photo they showed of Star-Lord's costume, his new costume, and we saw Thor like walking around like a leather jacket, like a muscle shirt and a fucking leather jacket. I think it was a muscle shirt and a leather jacket. I think it was I don't remember what it was, but he looked cool. And obviously, he still got like his thing. He still has Stormbreaker. He doesn't have Mjolnir anymore because Mjolnir's destroyed. And he, Cap took that back and took that back to Asgard in the time period.
Yeah,
they couldn't keep it. But I'm keen to see how this goes because
so am I.
We know for a fact that the villain is Gore the God Butcher. He's played by Christian Bale, which is really cool. I was really excited with that announcement because
we haven't seen anything with him.
And they've wrapped production, meaning that we're not going to see any set photos. They've finished.
That's the thing. Like we haven't seen. We've seen set photos of Portman.
Yeah,
we've seen set photos of some stuff here,
but
we haven't seen nothing to do with Christian Bale.
No, none. We've seen none. We've seen we know for a fact.
And they're wrapped now. Didn't we talk like maybe 2 weeks ago about Russell Crowe joining the cast?
Yeah, he's joining as Zeus.
Yeah, so he must only be in it for a very short one scene thing.
But I think it might be to tie in with Gore the God Butcher. I really think
probably.
So. I mean, we know in the comics, Gore the God Butcher goes a bloody rampage across all the realms, killing gods with a certain symbiote weapon that belongs to Null. That means that Null is in this fucking universe. Yes. the king of this, the god of the symbiotes, the king of the symbiotes, because Gore the God Butcher's weapon is the fucking weapon that owned by Null. It's living symbiote. It's one of the most powerful weapons. Null uses this weapon to kill fucking Celestials with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let me look it up. What weapon it was called. Gore the God Butcher. Gore the God Butcher. Gore the God Butcher is a fictional supervillain appearing in American comics, by Marvel Comics. Let me look it up. So what's the weapon he uses? It's a very powerful weapon. He possesses the all-black the Necro Sword, which is, according to Galactus, carved the first dawn from the stone of the endless night. The blade was forged by Null, the progenitor of the symbiotes, using the head of a killed Celestial. So that weapon, the blade allows the user to create wings that allow the users to fly at extreme speeds, weapons, and a shroud of berserkers constructed out of darkness. He can create sharp tendrils that can kill any god, including Asgardians. The blade is later banished into a black hole, but an elder King Thor uses it to battle Galactus. Gore also created the God Bomb, an anti-divinity armament designed to kill every god who had existed or ever would exist. Gore possesses superhuman strength, durability, endurance, and is virtually immortal. So I think he's going to be more fucking powerful than Hela will be.
Yeah, I reckon.
Like, Hela was strong. Like, Thor couldn't even beat Hela. But this one, he's on next level. And the fact that he has the all-black Necro Sword, I really hope he does, because it's not Gore the God Butcher without that weapon. Without
That's
that
right.
weapon, he could still pull up a hell of a fight, but Thor would fucking overpower him. He would.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, even with the God Bomb, that's fucking crazy. But the all-black Necro Sword, that means that Null and the symbiotes are in the MCU.
Yeah.
I mean, we're already getting Venom 2.
Yeah, but Venom 2, I'm pretty sure it's not part of the MCU, though, is it?
Yeah, but they're going to have to, because now that Null's coming in, they're going to have to fucking explain the symbiotes. They have to. But anyway, what do you think about it? What's your honest things about it with Thor: Love and Thunder? Which, in particularly with, especially with the first two Thor movies, with kind of like the first Thor movie. I actually like the first Thor movie.
It was actually on last night.
Yeah, I know. My dad was watching it. I still find it funny. Chris Hemsworth bleached his eyebrows for that role.
I know.
But then there's the elephant in the room, and that's Thor: The Dark World.
It was okay.
It was okay, but the villain was very forgettable, and it's played by a brilliant actor. It's played by Christopher Eccleston.
Yeah,
and it just didn't bring it to life for me. I mean, I love Christopher Eccleston. He's always going to be the Ninth Doctor to me, but
yeah,
it wasn't a good role for him. I really wish he would have done more. But anyway, it picked up for me with Ragnarok. Ragnarok
was a game changer. There's a reason why Taika is back doing it.
Yeah, Taika brought some life to Thor. It needed comedic stuff. I mean, it had a bit of it with the Kenneth Branagh movies, but I love Kenneth Branagh. He's an amazing director, but I think he didn't bring a lot of the comedic charm.
No, he didn't.
But Taika did, and I'm excited that he's now the director. I know the fact that Kenneth didn't want to come back after Thor: Dark World, because I think that he just wanted to move on to new projects. Honestly, I would have loved it if Taika and Kenneth directed this movie. That way, you can have both touches. You can have, because Kenneth knew how to film action sequences for Thor. He could really do it, especially the opening one in Thor 2 when they're facing.
Yeah, exactly.
He could do that. Taika could do it, but I would love them to kind of, to bang their heads together and actually, do an awesome sequence with the mix of Taika's comedic stuff and like Kenneth's action quality he could do. But again, I will admit, Taika can do really good action sequences. The Gladiator fight in Ragnarok is still by far my favorite. And that's the closest we've ever got to World Breaker, to fucking Planet Hulk.
Exactly. And I have to say too, Taika can prove he can do really good fight sequences. Look at the end of first season of Mandalorian.
Yeah, he did that perfectly. That was fucking awesome. I really loved that. That was one of my favorite sequences, especially how they it was such good execution. Like, I love The Mandalorian season 1, especially that finale, because it felt like to me that The Mandalorian was Clint Eastwood's The Man with No Name. You know, wearing the freaking poncho. He's got his revolver tucked underneath there. He doesn't speak that much, and they had that classic kind of fight, like firefight, like that gunfight right at the end with the blasters and everything. I loved how he just ran out there wearing his best armor and just started mowing down Death Troopers and Stormtroopers with the freaking blaster. I love that. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Kind of like when I forgot what movie it is. It's a Western movie. The lead character, he pulls out of his coffin a freaking like a Gatling gun and just takes down all the soldiers. That's what it reminded me of, and that's why I love Mandalorian, because it's got a Wild West feel for for a Star Wars.
Well, that's what Star Wars is. Star Wars is a space western.
Yeah, it's space western, and with some samurai stuff as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's it. But it was great, and Taika is such a great director, so I'm keen to see Thor: Love and Thunder. I know a lot of people were really kind of disappointed with the name, but I like the name.
I've grown to like it.
I remember when it first released, I was like, Love and Thunder. Okay, I'll give it credit.
And the way it was also like an 80s style font too.
Yeah, I like that. That was actually cool.
Yeah. I mean, at first, with the name and the 80s style font, and you're like, oh.
I mean, I think Taika knew it was going to have to grow on people. He probably knew a lot of people were going to like the title, but I love that title because...
I've come to really like it, yeah.
Give me 80s stuff any freaking day. I love the 80s, man. I really do. But no, it's going to be good. I know. I have to talk about it. Chris Hemsworth. Oh my God. Like, that man is...
He's your man crush.
Yeah, because fucking hell, he looks... This is probably the biggest I've ever freaking seen him before. He didn't even, like, I love what he said on that post on Instagram. He's just like, it's National No Flex Day, so I thought I'd just stand there normally. And I'm like, I bet you wanted to flex, you motherfucker. You wanted to flex. But I can understand that because he wants to save that for the movie. But also, I'm keen to see this Thor be fucking mega powerful. Like, I want him to be the most strongest there is. I mean, I think he already is.
Do you think he'll die?
See, that's a hard question. And that is a really hard question. I do not know. And I don't want to think about it because, I mean, I want to save it for a
because there's a, you know, for me, it's like, okay, well, we're bringing in Lady Thor here.
Honestly, the thing is, like, we know for a fact that she's got to someone get Mjolnir, and Mjolnir's destroyed, so is she going to get a new hammer, perhaps? Maybe. I mean, that would make sense. I mean, she could go back. They could go see the she could go see the dwarf that made Stormbreaker. But at the same time, though, we'll have to wait and see.
Exactly.
Whether or not if he dies or not, I don't think he will, because I think Gore the God Butcher is going to cause a lot of problems. And Thor's going to have to find their way to beat him. But, you know, Thor: Love and Thunder, let us know what you guys think. If you're excited for the movie, let us know in the comments.
Exactly. Okay. All right, guys, we're going to take about a 5-minute break, and we will be back.
Water. You know, we'll be back in 5 minutes, guys. Yeah. See you guys then.
All right. See you guys then. Bye.
Bye, guys.
All right, and we're back.
Hello.
Hello there.
Kenobi.
All right. So we got one more movie new subject to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
We got some couple of photos, teaser photos for the Borderlands movie this week.
Yeah, we've got ones for Kate Blanchett. We got a couple actually. There was the big one was for Kate Blanchett's Lilith because this looks really really good. I mean, we don't see the actual costume.
No,
because,
it's all like a silhouette type photo.
Silhouette type, but you can see the hair and a lot of people. You know, it's really, really sad. A lot of people have been against the cast. I'm like, because of Kevin Hart and Jack Black. I'm actually excited for Jack Black as Claptrap.
Yeah, I'm excited for Jack Black. I just don't like Kevin Hart.
I know. I like Kevin Hart. I really do find him funny. I actually do. I don't get like some of his jokes, but I can understand people who. Though it's gonna be cool. I hope that he's good in this. Like he can. I think this is gonna be a good thing for him. I really hope they don't screw this up because, God forbid if they screw this up. Because they've been on a roll when it comes to video game movies. I mean, Sonic was really good. Detective Pikachu was amazing. I love Detective Pikachu. And a Borderlands movie, it's like the perfect fucking thing to do. And we've got Uncharted coming. We've got a lot of big movies coming.
We do. We really do.
But, you know, Borderlands stuff. So if you want to bring up the photos for it, that'd be awesome.
If I can give me a second, guys. Just gotta bring up the link.
Welcome back to my ASMR video. I'm kidding. Is it funny that I listen to those videos to help me? Have you tried listening to ASMR to help you sleep?
Nah.
Oh my god, dude! Seriously, they're amazing. I was struggling to get to sleep for a few weeks, and then I came across some ASMR videos, and I'll tell you this though, the chiropractic ones, they're crazy, and they're actually sleep. So we've got Claptrap, Jack Black's voicing him. I just laugh at that because I love Claptrap. He's like one of my favorite characters. Is that Kevin Hart's character?
I have a feeling it might be.
It looks really cool. I like the look. I like how they're going for a look. So who else we got? That's Jamie Lee Curtis's character.
Yeah. I forgot she was cast in this.
Yeah, she was cast in this. It was a big one. I was really excited for that because she's great. She's a great actress.
She really is.
So who else in on that sense? We've got...
That looks more like Kevin.
So hang on. Let me read the cast. Give me a sec. Borderlands movie. So who's the cast? What's the cast we got? Borderlands. No. Okay, so we've got Kate Blanchett, who's playing. Hang on, I'm just gonna check the cast. Give me a sec. The cast for this full cast. They've announced the class. So Haley Bennett, Gina Gonchon is Moxie. We've got a Moxie in this film. Moxie's in cast. Kate Blanchett's Lilith. Jack Black is Claptrap. Jamie Lee Curtis is Tannis. Ariana Greenblatt is Tiny Tina. Edgar Ramirez is Atlas. Kevin Hart is Roland. Jania Jackson is Jacobs. Jania Gabakar is Knox. Bobby Lee is Larry. Oliver Richards is Crom. I think this is Crom or this is Krieg. I think it might be those two. I think it might be Krieg. I really think it might be Krieg with the saw blade there. I really think it might be Krieg. Anyway, who else we got? We've got the next one. I think the next one. That's Kate Blanchett as Lilith. I loved how they have kept it in the dark.
Yeah, I have too.
It's really really neat. And they're keeping a lot of it behind closed doors because again, have they started production for it yet?
I feel like they probably have. If we're getting these photos now, I reckon they are in production.
Release date, cast and plot, what we know so far. So what's the release date for Borderlands? So obviously, the very early days for these are very early days for this production, so there isn't a reasonable ballpark to presume a release date for the film. Who is that's Tiny Tina, without a shadow of a doubt. That is Tiny Tina. I know it is. With the bunny ears and everything, that's got to be Tiny Tina. That's got to be. The shadow of a doubt. That's got to be Tiny Tina. Some of these ones I haven't seen yet. I haven't seen the Krieg or that one yet. I've seen the Claptrap one. I've seen the Lilith one.
Yeah, we've been through them all.
Yeah, so that one. So next one is. So that next one was Roland. That's got to be Roland. Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, that's Roland.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm keen to see how Kevin Hart brings Roland to the table, because Roland's a very serious character. And again, I know for a fact that Kevin Hart has actually, the cool thing is Kevin Hart has been training with Taron Tactical. Taron Tactical are the guys that trained Keanu Reeves in John Wick and Halle Berry and everything. And trust me, for those of you who are on Instagram, if you do not know who Taron Tactical is, I highly recommend you go check out his Instagram channel. It is freaking awesome. The guy who runs the place, he is a championship shooter. This guy can shoot a gun and reload it like almost insanely quickly. Like, he is a fucking champion for a reason, and he trains Keanu Reeves how to do that amazing gun fu, that combat style that we see in all the John Wick movies, how he's just switching, reloading, and how he's quickly just reloading. It all looks realistic because it is realistic. That's how he's been taught. Same thing with Halle Berry. She was taught how to do it as well. A lot of the cast in the John Wick movies all were trained by this guy, majority of them. And I know that Kevin Hart went there and did some training with him. And I think it was a role for this film. I think so. I could be wrong. But again, Roland is meant to be a sniper because Roland's a sniper. And I think this would be a good role for him because, again, Roland's got that comedic but also that very serious tone. I really think Kevin can actually bring that to the table if he puts his mind to it. He's a really good actor. He's also a very good comedian, and I'd be keen to see him in this role. A role that can have a mix of seriousness but also the sense of, comedic as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Because Borderlands is funny. Like, I'm not even going to lie about it. It is funny as fuck, especially when Claptrap's yelling at you to go do shit, or the guns that you have. Like, there's a freaking gun in it that actually talks. It does Aussie slang. It swears.
Yeah.
And I love it. It's actually insanely powerful. Anyway, what else you got, Techie?
So we're moving on to, as we teased earlier, we're going back to Cyberpunk.
Oh, boy.
So Cyberpunk has a new 2021 roadmap, and it is supposedly very bad. That's the headline for the article by Forbes.com. So Cyberpunk 2077 has a new 2021 roadmap, and it is very bad.
I think it's just a downward path for this game. And it's sad that I hate talking about this game in a negative light, but the PR for this game is bad. Like, so it's garbage.
The new one now has so the release was on the 10th of the 12th, 2020.
Yeah.
They had a hotfix 1.04. Then they had another hotfix 1.05, another hotfix 1.06. That was before the end of the year.
Oh my god, they have had so many hotfixes. It's insane how many they've had.
And from then, we've had patch 1.1, hotfix 1.11.
Yep.
Patch 1.2, hotfix 1.21, hotfix 1.22. That's the roadmap.
That's not good. That's horrible.
Then we're getting free DLCs and new Generation Edition coming in H2 20 and then to 2022 and multiple patches and updates. That's all it has. Whereas originally we had here release hotfix 1.04, hotfix 1.05, hotfix 1.06, 2021, 1.1. Then patch 1.1, patch 1.2, free DLCs, free next gen console update, and multiple updates and improvements all
Yeah,
throughout
they have pushed back
2021.
the PS5.
And we've got nothing.
Yeah, they pushed back the PS5 update to like the end of the year because it's not ready for PS5 yet. It's not. And it sucks that they have to push it back so far and just have all these patches first because, you know, if they actually finished making the game, we wouldn't be in this problem.
Exactly. But in saying that though, this is also on the next topic as well. We've got 3 stories to do with Cyberpunk. But Cyberpunk has also got a new game director from Dragon Age, leading all of DLC.
So the original game director, he left, didn't he?
So this one is leading all the DLCs.
Yeah, I'm glad it's free. Can you imagine the backlash if they decide to charge for it?
No, you're right.
If they decided to charge for DLC, I would have taken back the game much sooner. I took the game back. Like I told you that I took it back and I traded it in for Resident Evil 8 because I was done playing it. I have a PS4, and I'll tell you what, I've had this game has crashed on me at least 13 times. And I know for a fact if I kept playing it longer, it would have crashed at least 14. Now, again, I play on console because, again, I'm not a big PC gaming fan. I much prefer the hands, but I much prefer the controller. You can see here. Yes. I much prefer the controller. I've played console games my entire life. And the fact is, I really think that Cyberpunk was not meant for PS4. It was not meant for Xbox One. It purely should have just been a next-gen game. It should have been. It should have been to PC, PS5, and for Xbox Series X. It would have run fine.
Yeah.
But I understand. But again, they were forced to build a version for the PS4 and that. But the problem being is it's not a game you can just run on the PS4. And I think the leadership knew about that. I tried to do a post. I have to say this. I'm not attacking the developers. I've said this a lot. I'm not attacking the developers of Cyberpunk 2077. It is not their fault that the game came out the way it is. They wanted to finish the game. It is the management and the leadership's fault who decided to ignore the developers and release this game anyway in the state it was. And this is the price they're paying. They're focusing on all these patches.
Yeah.
And then we're getting all DLC at the end of the year, where it should have been the other way around. The game should have been finished. Exactly. Another great YouTuber that I watch, he's a really good reviewer. I can highly recommend him for really complex discussions. Young Yeah. He's a really good YouTuber. I highly recommend you watch him. He does all gaming news, reviews, and discussions. Stay tuned right now on Young Yeah. That's his tagline. He removed his review for Cyberpunk because he felt it wasn't answerable because of how broken the game was and how he got caught up in the hype. Are you seeing that on my camera? I just saw something float like right behind me. Yeah,
looks like a bit of dust.
I don't have any dust in my room. There's none here. Nothing
I've been seeing it all show.
Yeah,
Now, one of my favorite things. My favorite YouTuber is beat 'em ups.
I've heard of beat 'em ups. I haven't subscribed to them, but I will check them out. I highly recommend you check out Young Yeah. I will.
His review for beat 'em ups review, right? He did for Cyberpunk. He actually wrote a song.
A song?
He did a parody version of "Didn't Start the Fire," but it's called CD Projekt Are All Liars.
And you know what?
So I'll read you the first verse, and the chorus. So it's just a jacket, bouncing van, T-pose, coffee hand, cigarette, a rubber bike, and don't forget Wangbo. Money back guaranteed. This car in a tree. Diarrhea. Whose idea? PS2 Keanu. Now I'm bald. Doors are wrong. Floating trash. Now they're gone. Well, then I apologize. I can see your eyes. Half off sale. That's preem. Someone needs a new spleen. MPEGs, truck legs, got no eggs, all wrong. CD Project are all liars. And yes, I'm snitching since my worlds keep
I'm hearing it in the tune of
CD Project are all liars. Oops, it just imploded. Guess we must reload it.
Okay. I'm gonna watch this video after. Can you send that video to me so I can watch it after the show?
Yeah, I can do that.
How many more topics have we got left tonight?
After this, we have 2 more.
2 more. All right. Well, let's continue on because trust me,
we could talk about Cyberpunk for a while.
We could talk about Cyberpunk for a while, and honestly, I think that we've both said it. We were both let down by Cyberpunk. I know you were. I
still have it.
Yeah, you still have it, but I was so burned by this game that I traded back in for a better game.
I haven't had a shutdown from it. Mine hasn't crashed at all.
Because you're lucky. You're on PS5. I'm on.
Yeah.
I'm sitting down here in the dark, in a shitty basement, playing my PS4 and loving every single second because I love my PS4. I always will, and I will get a PS5 eventually. Eventually I'll get a PS5, but at the same time, though, I'm in no rush. And also, I actually wanted to say this to you last week on the show. I spotted 4 PS5s for sale.
Mm-hmm.
Not at EB Games though. At CEX.
How much? Oh, yes. I know about CEX and the money that they're charging for it. I know all about that.
$1,250.
They shouldn't be charging that.
They shouldn't be charging that. It's not even worth that much. You know why?
I like CEX. I really do because I've gotten a lot of good stuff from them too. But that I was a little bit burnt going,
Why
you're just adhering to that. You're just adhering to the scalpers. You're just being a scalper now.
They're just being a scalper. I'd rather go to EB Games and get it because then you can get deals and trade backs, and that's how it works. But anyway, as I've said before, and just fucking, I don't get why they. I don't get why they didn't fix this. I don't get why they just rushed to deliver this game.
Yeah, I know.
No, that's why I took it back, and that's why I don't think I'll get it again. I'd rather play other games that actually.
Unless I come back to you and I say it's fucking good now, then you probably might. If I say to you it's really good now, then you might come back and buy it.
I might, but
because let's be honest, we're looking at the same thing, and I know we just said that we'll stop talking about it, but look at Fallout 76.
I haven't played it. I never played it actually.
Right, but no, neither have I. But we've seen the backlash from that. We saw how bad it was. But now, with all the patches, it's a decent game.
I'm gonna wait a little longer for the patches for the PS4
because it got such a bad rap, I think EB Games sells it for like $10.
Yeah, it was
like it's a solid game now, but
after launch that the game went on sale so quickly. Like I've never seen a Bethesda game go on sale that quickly.
I've seen it for $7.
Oh man, I remember that because no one wanted to pick it up.
Brand new, not pre-owned, brand new. JB Hi-Fi was selling it for $7.
That's bad. Yeah. Anyway,
but yeah, so we're gonna go over, and this is something that we constantly talk about, and it seems to be the new norm. But in saying that, I'm okay with this as well. They need the time because we got to look at it too. Last year was a shit year. They probably didn't get enough time to work on it. But
I know what you're going to talk about. Yeah, this
God of War Ragnarok has been delayed.
Yeah, it's been delayed.
But as we've said, this is just becoming the new normal in the gaming world.
Yeah,
and it sucks.
It does, but at the same time, though, if they need the extra time to make the game better, I'm fine with it. But I want to see improvements. I don't want it to be another Cyberpunk situation. And the thing is, it's coming
I
from.
don't think it will be.
I don't think it will be, because it's coming from a studio that made the first game. It was really good. But there's another thing to talk about with God of War, and that is Alana Pierce. She works at Santa Monica. She's a reviewer. She was a reviewer for IGN, especially for Daily Insider or Inside Daily. That's the name of it. She got death threats because of this game being delayed. A lot of people were going on her Instagram and her Twitter and just saying the most horrible stuff, like they're going to, RIPE her, or they're gonna kill her and stuff like that. It was so derogative and just so disgusting. And the thing is, she doesn't have anything to do with it. She doesn't control the release date. She's a developer there. He's not in charge of that. The CEO, Corey Balrog, he came out and said, "Don't attack my developers. You want to attack someone? Attack me. I'm the owner. I made that decision." Kind of like when I look profile, I look like Kratos. Hang on. Wait. There. Perfect.
There you go.
Boy.
But no, look, I they shouldn't have done that, but I do get the angry part. But they shouldn't have done it that way.
Look, if you can be angry at a game being delayed, trust me, I'm frustrated by it. It sucks. But does that give me the right to go and send a death threat to Alana or any of the developers?
No.
God, no.
It doesn't deserve the right for anything to do that. So.
Yeah.
But I think just because we've been burnt so many times with delays and delays and delays and delays. I mean, Cyberpunk, for one of them, it was delayed and delayed for about, close to 8 years?
It was delayed for so many times, and then eventually the final product was less than admirable.
Yeah.
But,
you look at that. Prince of Persia, we were talking about the remake of that,
But that was for good reason.
It was for good reason. And that's what I'm saying, too. Like, this is probably for a good reason. Last year was such a shit year. Yeah. Businesses were closed down. They probably couldn't have time to work on it. So I'm more than happy for them to do that. But it's just because it's just the new normal.
Yeah.
Now that everything's always just delayed and
it's becoming the new normal now. And you know, at the same time,
and it was becoming like that before COVID. So it was before COVID.
Yeah, it was before COVID. It's becoming like that, and I can understand. I can completely understand. COVID really kind of put a lot of spanners in the works, in the gears. A lot of films have to shut down, and a lot of films were shut down because of COVID. Like, for instance, The Batman was hit very hard by COVID.
We're supposed to have it by now.
Yeah, we're supposed to have it by this year, but it's not coming out this year. It's coming out next year. But COVID really hit the world in a storm, and it's really crazy.
Exactly.
And,
I was watching something on Channel 7 last night, and it said that Disney last year lost $700 billion something dollars.
My God.
Because of the theme park?
Yeah, the theme park being closed.
Yeah, and I went, but you're also forgetting to also say, but they probably got that back with Disney Plus.
Oh, hell yeah. They are making that money back. Like, seriously, they're going to make that money back.
You can say that, they lost that, but they gained it back. But you forget to mention that.
You know what? The news wants you to make you feel bad about a multi-billion-dollar corporation losing money. I'm like, why? They're a multi-billion-dollar corporation.
Yeah.
You really want to make me feel bad about Disney?
Yeah.
No, it's not going to happen because I'm not going to feel bad about Disney. Do I trust Disney? Do I trust Disney? No, I do not trust Disney. I never have trusted Disney, even though I like Disney products. Doesn't mean I trust the corporation that's in charge of it, because
look,
Star Wars.
I trusted Bob Iger.
I trusted. I trusted the only people. There's only a few people. There's only a few people in Disney that I trust. One of them is Kevin Feige. Feige, Favreau, Filoni. I do not.
Kathleen Kennedy.
I warned you. Do not test me. No, I do not trust Kathleen Kennedy. And there's a lot of reasons why. I don't
trust her either.
I don't trust her. I know
look.
Yeah, but no, that's another thing. But no,
look, it sucks, but yeah.
I understand God of War being delayed. I really can.
I do.
I really can understand it, and I do.
I want it to be good. I really want it to be good because the first one was fantastic.
The first one was such a breath of fresh air for me. Like it
was a big change for that whole franchise.
Yeah, it wasn't a perfect game. There were still issues with it. You know, a lot of people didn't like some of the systems in it, especially with the whole tracking of the enemies and that no lock-on feature, kind of like with the original. I really hope they address that in the sequel. I really hope the sequel is good. I really do. I really hope that we get an older and more stronger Atreus. And maybe, and also we know for a fact that Kratos is never really going to age. The guy's a fucking god.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's technically still the god of war.
He is. All right. We're going to move over to our last subject, which will be we'll talk for a good maybe 10, 15 minutes about it. With theories and speculations. And it's about E3.
E3 2021 is back, full-on virtual convention. So obviously there's going to be no people at the convention because of COVID and stuff like that. But it's understandable. Also E3 kind of works as a virtual con. It actually has the premise of working as a virtual con. And honestly, I am keen. I'm keen for an entire weekend this coming up of actually watching some new game announcements and also probably watch some fake game trailers. I'm kidding. I'm keen to see what they release. So who we got on the lineup so far?
So on the lineup, we have got Summer Games Fest, which is the kickoff.
That's the kickoff show, of course.
And then an hour after that, not an hour after that. Shit. We get nothing on Saturday. We get Ubisoft on Sunday at 5 a.m.
Yep.
What do you think will be announced there?
Hang on, let me get the timetable. So wait, are we getting anything on? Wait, we're getting nothing on Saturday?
Nothing Saturday. Yep.
Are they honestly just doing I might as well just tune. I'm not really going to tune in for Summer Games Fest kickoff. I'm just going to ignore that and just go to the Ubisoft one at 5 a.m.
On the Sunday.
On the Sunday, yeah. Why nothing?
So what do you think? What do you think? Yeah, what do you think will be brought
I don't know. I really don't know. Because again, Ubisoft, they're not doing any big games anymore. They're doing more on fucking free-to-play games or shit like that. They're not really focusing on big games anymore, which is a scary thing. Also, there's a trend going around at the moment to hold Ubisoft accountable for fucking sexual allegations in their workplace.
Oh, really? I didn't know about that.
Yeah, I'll share an article with you about it. It's pretty freaking full on, man. I don't trust. Look, I'll say this. I've said a lot in this video that I don't trust a lot of corporations. When it comes to the gaming market, you don't trust. It's a big game, and you don't trust a lot of the people who are in there. The ones the biggest one to avoid and to not trust is, of course, EA. I don't trust EA in general with anything that they do. Lead example, they think that loot boxes and microtransactions are the fucking future. They're not. They are not the future. Gaming needs to stay away from loot boxes, especially when I hate it when companies try to do this shit. Like, for instance, what we talked about it before, the Amazon developers kind of make a damn game and their New World game is going to have fucking microtransactions in it and pay to win type of situations in this game. And they're saying that it's fine, that's ethical. And I'm like, you're sounding like fucking EA here.
But yeah, no, look, Saturday we actually do have one thing.
What's up?
Coach Media. I haven't heard of them.
Coach from India.
No, Coach Media.
Coach
KOCH Media.
Coach Media. Where is it? Is it on their full timetable? I'm going to check that full.
Yeah, it's on the full timetable.
Yeah, I'm going to check the full timetable. When does E3 start?
Coach Media is a German-Austrian media company headquartered in Tyrol, Austria.
So, actually, I am
Wasteland 3. Yeah, Sniper.
I'm going to tune in for the Summer Games Fest kickoff early on Friday morning because Jeff Keighley's showcase. That will be no doubt be full of world reveals and first look at games. So I'm going to tune in on that one on Friday. Where I am.
Coach Media, Agents of Mayhem, Dead Island, Homefront: The Revolution, Metro, Risen 3, Saints Row. That's that company.
They made Saints Row.
They made Saints Row. Saints Row 4.
Yeah, that was their last game they made.
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah. I am now interested. That's kind of annoying that I didn't even include it on the E3's fucking thing. So on Thursday, so here's the thing. Thursday, June 10th, we're getting a
Battlefield reveal.
A Battlefield reveal. That's at midnight. At 0.00 a.m. Midnight. Friday, June 11th is the Sunday.
So do you reckon that's like tomorrow night? Or is that
I reckon that will be the Thursday. I reckon that will be the Thursday. This Thursday coming.
Yeah.
That will be on the day. It'll be on midnight. It'll be Wednesday. It'll be, I'm going to stay up for that and watch it because...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it'll be Wednesday night, but at midnight it'll be that?
Yeah.
Or do you reckon it's Thursday at midnight going into that on Friday?
If it says Thursday, June 10th, then I'm going to assume that it's midnight Thursday. Yeah.
Because what they could do is it could be a Battlefield reveal and then it'll go into the Summer Games Fest kickoff.
No, because I think it'll be Wednesday going into Thursday, and then it'll be Thursday going into Friday.
Right. Okay.
That's how I think it'll work. And it's Saturday. It'll be for the next one for Coach Media. It'll be 5 a.m.
It'll be 5 a.m. on Saturday. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, 5 a.m. Saturday morning. Sunday, it's going to be for Guerrilla Collective. It's going to be 1 a.m. for Ubisoft Forward. It's 5 a.m. Of course. Gearbox.
What do you think? What do you? I really want to know what you think will be in the Ubisoft presentation.
I don't know exactly. I have no idea.
We know that they've got a Star Wars project coming.
That's right. Yeah, we talked about that. They're doing a Star Wars presentation. They're doing a Star Wars game. I don't know what it's going to be about. I hope they.
We might get it. Yeah, I reckon they'd have to talk about it. You don't make the announcement.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Saying that we've got a game coming, and then not talk about any slight detail of it.
Yeah, I'm keen to see what they bring to the table.
Do you reckon we'll get anything DLC related for Assassin's Creed Valhalla?
Hey, it could be. I mean, it could be. I mean, we've already got Valhalla, and I know Ubisoft did talk about how I don't think they said that they're not going to return to stealth and that for Assassin's Creed, which I was a little bit disappointed by because I would love them to return to the stealth genre and that. But at the same time, though,
they wanted to go back to the original, didn't they?
Yeah. I'd love them to remaster the original because that would be good. That would be really cool because I love the original.
So do I.
All the mechanics of, the later games would all get rid of the RPG elements if you're going to do a remaster. Just improve the gameplay stuff. Improve the mobility, improve the climbing. Give us maybe some extra weapons, perhaps, or give us extra details. That would be cool. Or DLC, perhaps. I don't know. I can dream. Because, look, a lot of people don't like talking about the original Assassin's Creed. I actually don't mind the original Assassin's Creed.
Why don't they like talking about
Because they just find some of the mechanics to be a bit silly, and they like to talk about the second game, which again, the second game is good. It's not a
Again, was
great
fantastic.
game. Yeah, Assassin's Creed 2 is good. I enjoyed it when it came out, but I think honestly, when it comes down to it, it's a big event. We have to wait and see what they're gonna drop. But I tell you what, I'm excited. I really am.
And then Monday we've got the Xbox and plus Bethesda.
Yeah, I'm keen to. I really hope Bethesda talk about the Indiana Jones stuff.
That's at 3 a.m. So,
God, all these times are gonna be. I'm glad I'm going on. I'm glad I'm gonna be on fucking TAFE break. I'm gonna be fucking exhausted. Oh God.
Do you reckon they'll talk about the Indiana Jones game?
I really hope they do. I really freaking hope they do because
all I want to know is that if it's going to be an exclusive, and if it's going to be an exclusive, I'm going to be pissed.
Oh, I hope it's not an exclusive. I don't want it to be I don't want it to be just an Xbox or a PS5 exclusive. I want it to be on all consoles. But I really hope we get some more new Switch games. I'd love to get some more updates.
Well, we have got Nintendo coming to the play on Wednesday next week.
They better fucking drop something Breath of the Wild 2 related. You better fucking hope they do.
I don't know if they will.
I really hope. Come on, this is the biggest fucking event of the year for gaming. It's E3. I can't think of another better place to talk about it.
True.
Remember when they were going to talk? Remember when they did the apology for saying, we haven't got anything to give you on Breath of the Wild 2, and we just got a new remastered look for Hyrule Warrior for Skyward Sword, which again, Skyward Sword's good, but I would have preferred Twilight Princess.
See, this is where I reckon they'll drop that.
Maybe, but
because
I'm more rooting for Breath of the Wild. I'm more rooting
for me. I reckon that's where they'll drop. Hey, remember how we did the Mario All Stars? We're doing Zelda now because it's his anniversary.
Yeah.
Well, it's it's that anniversary. It's Link's anniversary.
Maybe give us some of the best games, like for instance, how Mario had like all these.
I reckon we'll get Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess. What do you think the third one would be?
It's got to be Majora's Mask.
And then we also get Skyward Sword.
And Skyward Sword. Or if they really want to make it more interesting, instead of Majora's Mask, give us Wind Waker. I would love Wind Waker. Wind Waker was amazing. A lot of people just don't like Toon Link. I fucking love Toon Link. It was one of my favorite games. I never got to finish it. I really want to play the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker again. I really do. But yeah.
Square Enix at 5:15 a.m. on Monday the 14th.
Final Fantasy stuff.
Do you reckon we'll get anything to do with Tomb Raider, considering it's the anniversary?
Probably. I would guarantee it that it would talk about it. I do hope they talk more about Final Fantasy Retrograde, which is a follow-up to Final Fantasy Remake. I love that like remake and then retrograde. Of course, with new characters, Yuffie in that. I really love her. She's such a great character. I'm keen to see it. Also, if they can talk about more about Final Fantasy Remake Part 2. Because there is a Part 2 coming, and I'm keen to see it. And
we've got Warner Brothers as well on Monday at 7 a.m.
They're going to do Back for Blood. I know they're going to do Back for Blood. I know
they have to be doing the DC one.
Yeah, of course. So we might get something DC related.
We'll probably get the Gotham Knights, and we'll probably get some more footage to do with the Suicide Squad game.
I hope so. I do hope we get some gameplay footage. I would love to see that because we didn't see any. There's been no gameplay footage for the Suicide Squad. I do hope we get something Injustice related. Remember how we talked about NetherRealm is in talks about doing the
animated movie?
And the animated movie. I hope so. But also NetherRealm was talking about another fighting game. No, that was
it was DC versus Marvel, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Injustice version of DC versus Marvel, but they're gonna have their versions of Injustice character. Like that would be really cool. I'd love a DC versus Marvel game by NetherRealm. That'd be amazing. I'd love if they did something like that.
Then on Wednesday, June 16th, we get Nintendo at 2 a.m. and Bandai Namco exact time is to be confirmed.
Yep. EA is going to be there too, which is
EA, but that's a huge gap though. We finished it on Wednesday, June 16th, and
Yeah.
EA is not till the 22nd.
good. I couldn't give a shit about what EA is doing. They can fuck off for all I care. I'm
But
glad.
other
They're the last-
than Breath
they're
of
the
the Wild
last
stuff,
one.
what do you reckon
EA
will get announced on the Nintendo one?
Who knows? They're going to do more Animal Crossing stuff. Like, that's it. That's like their biggest IP at the moment. They're going to do more Animal Crossing shit.
They have to
And
do
like,
more Animal Crossing stuff.
and we're going to find out what loot box that EA is going to release and be like,
Do you reckon we might get Mario Odyssey 2 announcement?
maybe that would be cool, but I honestly think they're going to talk more about Breath of the Wild. It's Zelda's Legend of Zelda anniversary is coming up fucking soon. They got to do an announcement. I can't, like I said, I cannot think of a more perfect place to talk about the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 than fucking E3.
So, Nintendo fans are wondering about. So, this is from Kotaku. Nintendo fans wondering about the company's E3 plans can now seize their incest pondering. There's been a 40-minute Nintendo Direct on June 15th focused on Switch games. 3 hours of deep by the Treehouse Live. Kick off at noon Eastern Time on June 15th. The selection of Switch games with the focus on those coming out in 2021. The most interesting of those will then be shown off by developers during the 3-hour Treehouse live stream. And then Nintendo's E3 is over, and we can all go home and dream about Zeldas and Yoshis and whatnot. Sounds like a plan.
Oh, I really hope that.
So I don't think we're going to see anything to do with Breath of the Wild 2.
I'm keeping my fingers crossed, and I'm going to wait.
Because if it's sounding like we're only seeing stuff that's coming out for the rest of the year.
You really think they would? You really think that they would release that to a fucking?
No, but you at least think I don't think anything just with Breath of the Wild 2. I reckon as I said, Mario Odyssey 2. Because I know that they're toying around with that idea.
Techie, let me dream, okay? I want Breath of the Wild 2. I don't care.
I know you want Breath of the Wild 2 just as much as I do.
I'm so disappointed with their fucking Nintendo Direct they did because it just and also it's Nintendo Direct and a fucking Treehouse Live. They legit. This is the perfect time to show it off.
Look, as I said, probably with the developer stuff, we might get something.
Yeah, I mean, we got to
because it's a 3-hour one.
Give us
a 3-hour Treehouse. But I don't think we'll see it in the Direct.
Let's wait and see. Like I said, just wait and see. Let me just wait and see. All right, so we have gone on long enough. It is 10:35 p.m. I'm exhausted, and Techie is exhausted. We've been doing this now since 8:30, and I have got to go to bed because I got to get up early.
Exactly.
Yeah. And you
all right, friends.
Really too, buddy boy.
I do. All right. We are going to call it for the night. We will be back
next Sunday.
Do you want to do Saturday?
I think we're going to have to.
You know what comes out this week? Isn't it this week or is it next week?
What comes out this week?
Isn't Loki this week?
Yes, Loki is this week. Shit. It is this week. It's on the 9th.
Yep, it's this week. It's 2 days away.
Is it? Wait.
It's the 7th today.
Yeah,
it's a Wednesday.
It'll be on
Wednesday.
Wait, 2 days? Yeah. Shit. Comes out on Wednesday, so it's going to be releasing every Wednesday then.
Every Wednesday.
Yeah. Well then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well then, we've got something to talk about.
We do. All right, guys. Thank you for watching tonight. We really appreciate it. We did tell you it was going to be another long one. It's just the way it is.
Close to almost I'd say be close to about 3-hour show.
Yeah, it's 2 hours and 7 minutes at the moment.
Pretty good.
So go and subscribe to our YouTube channel at the Techie Talon Show. Also, come and follow us on Facebook where we do live stream most of our shows. So go ahead to there. Go follow our Spotify as well at Techie_. Techie at the Techie Talon Show. Sorry, my bad.
You can recommend Spotify. It's good for when you're traveling and you can't access YouTube, but you can listen to our Spotify. You can download our videos and you can listen to me ramble.
So especially with our YouTube, go and click on the subscribe and ring that bell, and that way you'll be notified when we are live.
Hey.
Go follow our Twitter at talent_show.
My show.
Plus, we're on Twitch at the Techie Talon Show.
Where we're live right now. We're live on Twitch. So
we are live on Twitch right now. So hello, everyone on Twitch.
Okay.
All right, guys. We really appreciate it. Thanks for staying through all of this. We will see you guys probably Saturday for our Disney Plus recap show.
Yes, another Disney
recap actually, show. Won't be Saturday. We might do it Thursday night.
We might do it Thursday night because...
I forgot. I've got a wedding on Saturday.
Dear.
So, yeah.
You're getting married already. God damn it.
I wish. All right, guys. Thank you. But for now, Techie out.
Talon out.
Until then, see you guys.
Bye, guys.